I'm not typical as someone of what you're used to talking to.
Kind of the Clint Eastwood type stoic cowboy a little bit, but also he has an efficiency of words. He doesn't say a lot, but when he says something, it's impactful.
He had a way of just saying it as it is and minimizing the drama behind everything.
That is a FILA Gold Star. I'm one of only 6 Americans I know of that ever received one.
Jim Porter is an interesting cat. No, there's no doubt. Somebody that's, devoted a big part of his life to helping people. And what's unique about Jim is that, his role in wrestling is really helping people in need.
We need a ref to mat number 1, please. Ref to mat number 1. Kids want Jim to be their athletic trainer because he's confident in what he does. They know he's confident, they know he's knowledgeable, and ultimately in a combat sport, you want somebody that you're super comfortable with that is gonna guide you in your athletic endeavor. That's Jim for a lot of kids.
Since I was younger, like 5, 6 years old, when I first started wrestling, he's been there since I started wrestling for about 12 years now.
I mean, since I was competing, he was around. So, Jim was always that guy there. That's just that solid guy that you could go to, and you knew that he was going to try to help you out, right? And get you back, whether first as an athlete, it would get you back on the competition mat, and or as a coach, you knew you could go to him and trust his opinion.
I can't tell you the number of grandkids that I take care of today that I took care of their grandparents when they were wrestling. I was a football player. I got hurt my back in '71. And when I came back from that, I didn't come back fully. And as a result, they asked if I would stay in the athletic training room and help as an athletic trainer. So I started in the fall of '72, and I fell in love with the sport.
He understands how the body moves in the wrestling competition better than almost anybody that I've seen nationwide. He's comfortable with making quick, efficient decisions on whether a kid is hurt or injured. Is confident enough in his own abilities to make those decisions and get him moving along.
He's led a big part of our athletic training effort here at USA Wrestling for athletes for years.
I've pretty much seen everything you can do to the human body. I remember one particular one, the kid somehow got his nose hooked in the headgear of his opponent and it ripped it off his face. So I literally could take the nose and pick it up and see his skull.
He's helping athletes and in situations where maybe there's an injury or recovery from an injury and working hard to ensure athletes can achieve their full athletic potential.
I've seen ears ripped off from headgear. I've had multiple dislocations. One of the things that I excel in is reducing dislocations. The other thing that I'm a specialist in is skin infections. I'm now an instructor at University School of Medicine, Sports Medicine, on skin infections, and I'm not a doctor.
He cares way more about athletes than anything else, isn't somebody that's interested in any kind of politics or anything that around what he does with his job, and just has always been one that just puts others first, and that's why he's really good at his job.
He helps all the youth tournaments now, so it doesn't matter if you're a 4-year-old or 15-year-old or 18-year-old, he'll care for you the same.
What I've excelled at is managing big events. I've done 12 World Cups as a medical coordinator, and I've done every Olympic trial since 1984, either as a staff or as a coordinator. I started taking over as a coordinator in 2000. I set them up, make sure they're staffed appropriately, make sure that everybody there follows the specific guidelines.
As a coach and as an athlete and as a medical provider, it's constant innovation. And you have to be able and willing to change with those tides and those times. And Jim certainly has done that for our sport.
I've set before the National Athletic Trainers Association and said, listen, if you want to learn about sports medicine, come to Fargo. In those 9 days, you'll see more injuries in those 9 days at Fargo than you'll see an entire semester anywhere else.
The reason he gives confidence is because you trust that he's not going to change because of the circumstances. You know, he stands by his convictions. He believes strongly in what he knows, and that is a testament to the context of his experience. And that's why he's been where he's been for as long as he's been there, and been so helpful to so many.
This is a contact sport. It's a physical sport, and we need people like Jim in our corner and on our side.
If the National Wrestling Hall of Fame is out there to recognize the works of people who are completely committed and outstanding in their field, Jim Porter going in is a no-brainer.
People that have come up to me 5, 10, 15, 20, 30 years after I treated them and think, oh, it's phenomenal. It's absolutely the greatest feeling in the world to know that you made the difference. I like being the person that when something goes bad, I can fix it. So if someone gets hurt, I'm going to be the one that steps up and takes care of them. That's my purpose in life.
You know, Jim just strikes you as someone that it's all about the athlete. It's all about, you know, the objective of getting them healthy, or, you know, if there's an injury, to minimize the impact of the injury, and understands the sport inside and out. In my previous part of my career, serving as our events director, there's a lot of times that Jim Porter was the first one in the building and the last one to leave the building. And I think that's a good example of who Jim Porter is. Somebody that does whatever needs to be done to get the job done, to keep athletes safe and healthy and ready to compete. But yeah, he's just a others first kind of guy.
For Jim to go into the Hall of Fame is fitting, right? I mean, there's a guy that's, you know, served this sport and this organization forever.
It only befits the sacrifice and commitment he's made to the sport that he would go into the Hall of Fame because of the contribution he's made to how many other Hall of Fame inductees.
Of the distinguished members that are in the Hall of Fame, I worked with probably almost 90% of the people who have been in the Hall since 1972. It's a humbling honor to be added to that select group in Stillwater.
Glad to see he's going in.
We still need a ref on mat number 1.